Hello, people. This is gonna be a short video, because to be honest, I thought Control Logic was long, but it's actually not. So this is a Control Logic wrap up. Then after this, we're gonna do hacks, and we're gonna do assembly, cool stuff. So in order for you to do hacks, you do need to understand this a little bit. It's very simple. So it's the instruction cycle. How does this work? The CPU will do something called a fetch. Just like it sounds, it fetches that bitch, bro. So it goes here. On the RAM, you'll have some history, which is called, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay? So the fetch, the CPU will come here and it will grab this, it will fetch it. This will then go, or like from this path, let's say, and it gets stored here in the CPU. Then the CPU will first read the first 4 digits. These will tell it what to do, whether it needs to be added, whether it needs to be just stored, whatever the instruction is. And this is the actual data it needs. So then we'll see what it needs to do, and then we'll do whatever it needs with this data. All right. Now this is called the decoding. This is when the CPU grabs these 4 digits, it decodes it, see what it needs to do, it understands what the task is. Then there's something called execute. When it executes, it will basically do the math it needs to do. Right? So there's fetch, which gets the instructions. Okay? And then there's decode, which reads the instructions, let's say. All right. And then there's the execute, which just like it sounds, is execute the, which does the instructions. And that's really it. Now every time you finish these three, every time you fetch, decode, and execute, that's one cycle. All right. And that is called also the clock. And so the frequency of the clock is how many times it does these 3 steps in a second. And so like we said, when you have a 3.9 gigahertz, it means it does this 3 million times a second. All right, it fetches, decodes, execute, fetch, decode, execute. Right, and that's really it. That's all I had to say. Fuck y'all.